Welcome to the Fitness Beginner Podcast, where we help you take the first steps on your fitness journey. Whether you're new to working out or you're looking to get back into it, we've got you covered with tips, tricks, and inspiration to help you reach your goals. So grab your workout gear and let's get started. All right, and we are live. Welcome back with Murphy Mac to another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast. We got a good one for y'all today. Today we're going to talk a little bit about cardio and the pros and cons of doing cardio and a little bit more about what goes into it you may not know. So the title of the podcast is Cardio for Beginners. So it's basically what it is. We're going to talk a little bit about what cardio is, why you should use it, why you shouldn't use it, who should use it, who shouldn't use it. So yeah, before we get into it, I'll update y'all about myself. Not much new going on, still just training for the triathlon. I got about 1 month till the big day. I actually increased my swimming last week, so I'm actually seeing a little bit better progress when it comes to swimming. I'm actually going a little bit further than what I usually do, pushing myself a little bit, trying to get better at that. That being said, though, I have cut back my running and my biking a lot, so it may take a little toll, but oh well, we'll figure it out. So last week I talked a little bit about adding different segments to the podcast. So yeah, I got one more segment that I want to add for y'all today. And I'm going to do it before we talk about the topic of the podcast. And then, so the weekly workout, like we did last week, I'm going to save that for the end of the podcast. So what we're going to do today is I'm just going to do a little quick tip. So if you follow me on any social media, you probably see on my story, not every day, but most days, I like to post a little like quick tip while I'm working out at the gym. I'll post it on my story. Just leave that there for y'all for the day. Just for a little quick tip reminder, add some value on my stories for y'all. If you don't follow me on Instagram, Murphy Mac Fit. So that's MurphyMcFit. So Mac Fit is McFit. Yeah, it's that on TikTok, Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Murphy McCammon, LinkedIn, Murphy McCammon, Snapchat, just Murphy McCammon. So yeah, y'all follow me. I post a lot of valuable content on there. I post a lot of stuff about just what I'm doing throughout my day, how I stay fit, what I'm eating, what I'm doing working out, things like that. So yeah, y'all give me a follow. I appreciate it. Also, check the podcast out on YouTube, the Fitness Beginner Podcast. Subscribe. The two little segments that I wanted to add was the quick tip of the day or the quick tip of the week, and then the workout of the week. So I'm going to do one before and one after the main topic of today's podcast. All right, so we'll go ahead and jump right into it. The quick tip I have for y'all today, which is actually what I just got done doing, which is why I wanted to do this as my quick tip for today, and that is you need to meal prep your lunches or your dinners or your breakfast for the week. Like meal prepping your food is going to help you so much when it comes to hitting your calorie goals, whether that's building muscle or losing weight. Meal prepping helps so much. It takes all the guesswork out of what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat it, and like it gives you less temptations, like less opportunities to mess up and eat something you shouldn't be eating. So, for example, like if you cook, see, I only meal prep my lunches because I eat it while I'm at work, so it's just easier for me. So if I know that I spent the time and I spent the money on making all that food at once, I'm not gonna want to go out and eat something else or buy something else when I already prepared that food for myself. So I've already prepared it. I already spent the money. I already spent the time. I'm gonna eat it. Like it's just that simple. So I'm gonna eat it, and it's healthy. You know what you put in it, so you can stick to your calorie goals better, whether you're trying to gain muscle or lose weight. So you know exactly what you're eating, and it's already prepared. So it just makes everything so much easier. You don't have to think about what you're gonna eat that day. You don't have to go and buy food. You don't have to get in your car and go to the fast food restaurant and buy some food. You're not gonna be eating a bunch of junk food that you shouldn't be eating. So it's just a win-win situation. It's better if you do it. So just try it. I know it does take a little preparation at first, and you do have to spend a lot of time on that one day when you meal prep your food, but it's well worth it for the rest of the week. Because if you think about it, you just spend like an hour or two cooking your meals for the week on Sunday, then that's less time you got to spend throughout the rest of the week, either cooking food or going to the store and buying food, going to ordering food. So you're saving money, you're eating healthier, you're hitting your goals. It's a win-win situation. So that's a quick tip I give y'all for the week is just meal prep your foods, and it'll help you out tremendously with sticking to your goals. So yeah. That was my quick tip. Y'all try it out. Hope y'all can apply this in your own weekly routine. I found that it really helps me sticking to my goals. So I'm gonna keep doing it for the foreseeable future. So yeah. With that being said, enough about talking about food. Now we're gonna talk about cardio. Today's topic is cardio for beginners. We're gonna get into why you should do cardio, why you shouldn't do cardio, when should you do it, when you shouldn't do it. So and then who should do it and who shouldn't do it, things like that. So as most people know, cardio is what everybody thinks of when you think about losing weight, which is it's great for losing weight. That's the truth. But it's not like the end all be all when it comes to losing weight. So what cardio is it's a form of exercise that involves raising your heart rate and your breathing rate to improve health of your heart and your lungs. So like your cardiovascular system, it helps improve it. So you're working your cardiovascular out. So this type of exercise is beneficial for weight loss and for building muscle, but it's important to understand that there are pros and cons of each. Like it's not just a win-win situation when it comes to cardio. So first, we're going to talk about cardio for weight loss, which is what most people think of when they think about doing cardio. They're trying to lose weight. So one of the primary benefits of doing cardio is that it can help you burn more calories, which we all know burning more calories means you'll be more likely to lose weight, which is true. So, however, it is essential to remember that weight loss is not just about burning calories. It's about creating a calorie deficit. So, what is a calorie deficit? A calorie deficit is when you consume less calories than what your body burns in a given day. So, say you consume 2,000 calories in a day and your body burned 2,500 calories a day, then you're in a calorie deficit because your body's burning more calories than what you're consuming on any given day. So, that's a calorie deficit. So cardio is great for helping you get in that calorie deficit because you can burn more calories by doing cardio. It can create that deficit by increasing your calorie burn. But it's crucial, absolutely crucial, to make sure you're consuming a healthy diet and enough calories to fuel your body. Because if you're doing cardio for hours a day and then you're going home and eating junk food for the rest of the day, you're still not going to be in a calorie deficit because you just ate a bunch of junk food. It's a lot easier to consume calories than it is to burn calories. I promise. It takes a long time to burn off calories compared to how short of a time it takes to eat the calories. The cardio can help you get into that calorie deficit, which will result in weight loss. So that's how you use cardio for weight loss. So now we're going to look at cardio for building muscle. While cardio is not typically thought of as a muscle building exercise, it can help improve your cardiovascular endurance, which will lead to a better performance in the gym, a better performance when you're doing weightlifting, when you're doing resistance training exercises. So it's going to help you perform better, basically. So if your goal is primarily to build muscle, then cardio should be used in moderation because cardio is going to make you burn more calories, which in a sense will make you lose weight or not, or lose muscle. There's kind of a fine line that can be drawn when it comes to building muscle because you don't want to overdo it. Overdoing cardio can cause your body to burn muscle instead of fat, which will lead into a decrease in muscle mass. So we don't want to do that. You want to use it in moderation when it comes to building muscle. Like honestly, for most people, if you're trying to build muscle, I would just suggest not doing cardio. Unless you just enjoy doing cardio or you want to improve like your cardiovascular, like you want to get in shape more, then yeah, you should probably do a little bit of cardio. You hear me talk about this term cardio, but I'm not naming actually any exercises. So we're going to jump into a few exercises that are considered cardio. There's various types of cardio. There's tons of different kinds you can do, so many different exercises. They all have benefits, they all have drawbacks. The main one that most people think of when it comes to cardio, and it's definitely the most popular is running. It's just a popular form of exercise. That's what everybody thinks of when they think of cardio. And running can be effective and it can burn a lot of calories. That's true. And it can improve your endurance. That's also true. But it can be tough on your joints. It can leave you with joint issues. So a better like low impact alternative to running is cycling, like riding on a bike or swimming. Swimming is a great exercise if you haven't ever done it, and it's less taxing on your body. So it's easier to recover from if you have bad knees or things like that. It's a little bit easier for you to do. Another popular form of exercise is doing HIIT workout. So HIIT is HIIT. It stands for high intensity interval training. So HIIT involves alternating between short bursts of high intensity exercise and periods of rest or even low intensity exercise. So HIIT workouts, it can be effective. It can be a very effective way to burn calories in a short amount of time, but it can also be challenging for beginners or people with certain health conditions and things like that. So HIIT's it's a good exercise, but it's not meant for everybody. Just like running. Running is a good exercise, but it's also not meant for everybody. When it comes to these cardio exercises, you kind of got to figure out what works best for you, because honestly, there's not one that's like the best. There's always one that's better depending on the person. So just experiment with all of them, figure out what you like, figure out what works for you, and then stick with that one. Or you can switch it up and do multiple. It's important to remember that not everybody enjoys cardio. Like cardio for most people is just not fun. It's like normally a long, like steady state cardio normally takes a long time. It's boring. You do the same thing over and over again, like running or cycling. It's the same thing. Most people don't find that enjoyable. Some people do. There's a lot of people out there that are runners and they love to run and they can run every day and have no problem. They get that runner's high and they're good to go. Some people even prefer like dancing or hiking. These are all just forms of different kind of cardio you can do. That's not necessarily thought of as cardio, but it is in a sense. So I suggest just finding an activity that you enjoy that'll make it easier to stick to when you're actually trying to do cardio, and this will help you see results in the long run. It's all kinds of different kinds you can do. My favorites are obviously running, biking, and swimming, because that's what I've been doing lately for my triathlon. But there's all kinds of different ways you can do cardio. So now I kind of want to talk about the pros and the cons of doing cardio for weight loss and doing cardio for muscle building. So cardio can be an effective way to burn calories and improve your cardiovascular endurance, but overdoing it can lead to a decrease in muscle mass. I kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier. If you do too much cardio, you're going to burn too many calories, and then you're not going to be able to build muscle. When you build muscle, you want to be in a calorie surplus. So you want to be able to consume extra calories. That way your body can use those calories to rebuild your muscles, to get bigger, to get stronger. So you don't want to do too much cardio, because you're going to hinder that process. You're going to be in a calorie deficit. You're not going to be able to build muscle. So it's not necessarily a very good thing to do when building muscle. You, like I said, do it in moderation, because it can be beneficial for being in shape. Cardio, like the cons of doing cardio for weight loss is that it can give you joint issues. And it's not enjoyable. Like most people kind of just hit on this. It's just not fun. People don't do it, and that's why people don't stick to it. People get tired of it. They do it a few times. They don't lose weight right away, and they try to rush the process, and then they just quit. Like they don't stick to it. Like they do it for a week, a month, maybe 2 or 3 months, and then they're done. Fitness is a long term game. Like you're in it for the long haul if you really want to see results. That's just how it is. I've been working out for about 10 years now, and I'm still not where I want to be. I feel like that's a lot of people's, especially beginners, that's their problem when getting into fitness is they just think they think they're supposed to see results immediately, like right away, and that's just not the case. Like you're not going to. It takes years for people like to get their body of their dreams or to get in shape. So yeah, you got to be patient. If you know anybody that's made a major transformation in their life, like fitness wise, go ask them. Ask them how long it took them. Ask them how long it took to start seeing results, and then ask them how long it took them to get to where they're at now. I promise you that answer is not going to be weeks. It's not going to be months. It's more than likely going to be years. Like it literally takes people years to get to where they want to be. Like if your goal is to lose 100 pounds, you're not going to lose 100 pounds in a year. You're just not. I mean, can you? Yes, you can. Is it healthy to do it like that? No, probably not. Would I suggest you do that? No. People that build a lot of muscle, they make major changes. You're probably just not. You're not gonna put 20 pounds of muscle on in a year. You're probably not, unless one, you're a newbie and you just started, or two, you're on the juice. Like you're taking gear and you're enhanced. You may be able to that way, but if you're natural, you're probably just not gonna put 20 pounds of muscle on in a year. Like that's an unbelievable amount of muscle. Or if you do put on that much muscle, then you probably gained a lot of fat in at the same time, which is, if you're bulking, yeah, that's okay. But depending on what kind of look you're going for, you may not want to gain that much weight. In conclusion, we're going to wind it down here. Cardio is a great way to improve your health and fitness. Period. It is. Is it for everybody? No, it's not for everybody. Can anybody do it? Yes. Should you do it? Yeah. I think everybody should do a little bit of cardio, even if you're trying to lose weight or build muscle, because it's good for your heart. It's good for your heart, your lungs. It's good for the cardiovascular system. So yeah, I think everybody should do a little bit of cardio at least. Swap it up, do something different. You ain't got to run every day. Not everybody enjoys running. Do something different. It's important to understand that different types of cardio and their benefits, they have benefits and they have drawbacks. So remember that weight loss is not just about burning calories. It's about being in a calorie deficit. Or if you're trying to learn, like build muscle, it's about being in a calorie surplus. You create these by eating a healthy diet and by exercising. So if your goal is to build muscle, then kind of stay away from cardio as much, use it in moderation. You want to avoid muscle loss. You don't want to break down your muscles, your body so much to where you can't repair them. And lastly, like find an activity that you enjoy to do to make your cardio routine more enjoyable and sustainable. Cardio is a little different than most exercises. Like you don't have to do different types of cardio to see the benefits or the results from doing cardio. Like you could literally run every time you did cardio if you wanted to, and you would still get like the same benefit from if you was to swap up your cardio every day. If you like to swap it up, then I would say do that. I like to swap it up. I don't want to do the same thing every day, but some people do. So just find what you like and kind of stick with that. So yeah, that's kind of my spiel on cardio. That's cardio for beginners. Why you should do it, why you shouldn't do it, who should do it, who shouldn't do it, things like that. So next, now that we're done with the cardio, I want to hop into the workout of the week, or the weekly workout. I forgot whatever I called it. One of those workout of the week, weekly workout. Y'all let me know which one y'all like better. Drop it down in the comments or hit me up on, send me a DM or something to that effect. Let me know. Or if you have any podcast topics or episodes you want me to talk about, leave a comment or send me a DM on social media. Let me know. I'll answer any questions on the podcast or any podcast topics. I always want good topics to talk about. Whatever y'all's questions are, that's the ones that I want to answer. So please leave me a question and I will try to do my best to answer it for y'all. So here's the weekly workout for this week. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little 5-minute warm up. We're gonna do 30 seconds of each of these exercises I'm about to list. If you want to write this workout down or put it in your phone, go ahead and get it out now because it's gonna be a lot to write down. Or you can just replay this episode if you need to write it down. So we're gonna start with 30 seconds of each of these. It's gonna be our 5-minute warm up. We're gonna do jumping jacks, then body weight squats, then high knees, then mountain climbers, and then you're going to rest for 30 seconds. If you don't know what any of these exercises are, just give them a quick Google search. Should pop up with a little diagram showing you how to do it. So yeah, just look them up. It's not that hard. It's kind of hard for me to describe them to y'all over the podcast, so I can't really explain it to y'all. That's why I just said Google it real quick. So next, we're going to do 2 different circuits. For the actual workout, we're going to do 2 different circuits. You're going to do each exercise for 30 seconds, and then you're going to rest for 10 to 15 seconds in between each one. So each circuit you're going to do 3 times. So you're going to do 4 exercises, rest for 1 minute, and then do those 4 exercises again, rest for a minute, and then do them again. So that's going to be 1 circuit, and you're going to do 2 different circuits. So here's circuit number 1. You're going to do push-ups, then you go into alternating lunges, then you're going to go into a plank, and then you're going to go into squat jumps. So do those 4 exercises back to back, 30 seconds apiece, then rest. You're going to do that 3 times. And then next, the second circuit you're going to do, same scenario, you want to do it for 30 seconds and you're going to do it 3 times. So the next set of exercises is burpees, body weight squats, glute bridge hold, and then bicycle crunches. So you're going to do all those back to back 3 times for 30 seconds apiece. All right. And then when you're done doing that, you're going to do a little cool down. So what you want to do is take 3 to 5 minutes and do a good stretch. Stretch your legs, stretch your arms. Do downward facing dog if you know what that is. Do a child's pose. Do stretch your quads out, stretch your hamstrings out, arm across your body, arm behind your head, things like that. Y'all know how to stretch. I don't think I have to tell you how to stretch. Just get a good stretch in. You want to loosen up, do some mobility work, things like that. So yeah, that's the little workout I got. It should take y'all anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes to do it. 2 little circuits. Shouldn't be too difficult. Modify the workout if you have to. If you can't do a certain exercise, do something else. Um, this exercise, I mean, this workout's gonna be good to provide you a at home 30-minute workout, and you don't need no weights to do it. It's gonna provide you a full body workout. It's gonna get your heart rate up. You may get even a little cardio work in by doing the exercise. So remember to listen to your body, modify the exercises if needed, modify the times if needed. And yeah, you can do that at home in your living room while you're watching Netflix. So you ain't got no excuse but to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that with y'all for the weekly workout. And that's all I got for y'all today. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all learned something from the podcast today and you can apply it in your own life, in your own fitness journey. Do you some cardio. It's good for your heart. It's good for your health. It's good to lose weight. Y'all give it a shot. I know it can be boring sometimes. It's not very fun. It's good for you to do. So keep you healthy, keep you going, keep you in shape. Yeah, that's all I got. Follow me on all my socials, Murphy McFit or Murphy McCammon. Y'all look me up. Send me a DM. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Leave me a review on the podcast. I appreciate it. Let me know where you're tuning in. Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, wherever that may be. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for listening. I appreciate y'all. Peace, love, protein. We out. Thanks for tuning in to the Fitness Beginner Podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring. Remember to always start small, set realistic goals, and most importantly, have fun. Don't forget to tune in next week for more tips and advice on how to kickstart your fitness journey. Until then, stay active and stay healthy.